Lord, oh Lord, what a long fucking day. Light one up, grab a beer, and join me for some fucking MGTOW talk. Today's topic will be ghosting, particularly the female ghosting. Look, we've all ghosted somebody before. Oh, we all have. I've done it myself a lot when I was like 22, 23, simply because I didn't want to deal with the situation, right? It was just basically because I was a pussy. I wasn't being a man. I was like, I'll just ignore it. It'll go away eventually, right? Which is one plausible reason for ghosting. So, I got ghosted recently. It didn't make any fucking sense to me. And of course, I started on the journey of understanding it. Yeah, and you YouTube it and you find a bunch of bullshit about, it's their fault, not yours. Well, I'm the type of person I like to take accountability for my own actions and my things I do. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I did something stupid, right? Yada, yada, yada. But let's be honest. Most of these videos are bullshit. And just saying that there's something wrong with that person, which I'm not denying. But let's get really into it. Now, the reason for men ghosting is probably because they fucking somebody else. It's just cold, hard fucking facts. All right. Reason for women ghosting, maybe they're fucking somebody else too. But really, let's get into female ghosting. I have never met a woman in my life that does not love to point out your flaws. Actually, I do believe that is one of women's favorite fucking pastimes is to point out men's flaws. I'm pretty sure y'all understand this and y'all know what I'm talking about. My cat's being really fucking weird right now. I don't know why. Puppy, what are you doing? Did you eat something? Oh, God damn it. She had a spider web in her whiskers, so now she's like backing up constantly. Okay. Women love to point out men's flaws. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. If you tell me that's not true, I call bullshit. As a matter of fact, I've said often that nothing pisses a woman off more than to see a man happy. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you sitting there content and enjoying yourself. That's why they'll immediately berate you and belittle you and point out your flaws or say you didn't do this right, say you didn't do that right. This is what women do. So, what on earth would make you think, given that concept, that philosophy, which I hold true to, would make you think that a woman would give up an opportunity to call you out on shit? It's a favorite thing to do. And they're going to give up the opportunity to call you out on shit to ignore you. I call bullshit. That's like me fucking turning down a fucking beer. I don't think it's going to happen. So, with that given, why would a female ghost? What are other norms that females care about? Societal pressure, their image, among others. but those are the main two that are going to correlate to this. If they've done something that they're ashamed of, do you think they're going to admit it? When is the last time you've heard a woman say, I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z, my actions? Never. Or, I apologize. Never. Not happening. Not fucking happening. Because that means they have to put aside their ego and they have to address what they actually did and take accountability. It won't happen. That also means that if they did something shameful, like, hook up with somebody else, cheat, lie, whatever, then they have to face the societal repercussions of, I'm a whore, or I'm a slut, or, I'm a liar, yada, yada, yada. None of these things women want to do. So, when we boil this down, ghosting for women is another way of skirting accountability and agency. It's not like, and it could be a mix of just being a fucking pussy and not addressing the subject, because, well, let's be honest, they do that too. But I don't think that's it. Because that point is negated by the point that women love to tear men down. It's their favorite fucking pastime. And for them to give up their favorite pastime, I just do not buy. But if we address this from the standpoint of skirting responsibility, trying to negate social stigmas, it makes perfect sense. So when we think about this, let's say you've had a recent ghosting experience or something. We all fucking have this day and age. It's ridiculous. Let's say, you have a good time with somebody, blah, 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 blah. Out of the fucking blue, this is typically how ghosting works. They ghost. Is it really because you did something wrong? Probably not. And you'll start to notice that. Because this person that will ghost you will be in typical narcissistic fashion with somebody else in 2-3 days or a week or 2 weeks or whatever the fuck. So really, the ghosting was because hypergamy. And they felt shameful of it. They're like, oh shit, I'm fucking another guy now. When he approaches me, I can't exactly tell him I'm fucking another guy because guess what? That makes me look like a whore. You don't want people thinking you're a whore, but you're acting like a whore. Okay. Yeah, I get that. That makes perfect sense. Or, there's a whole bunch of reasons, but maybe they just, you have a good time with each other, and maybe they get a little bit too sexual, too quick. And then next thing you know, you're ghosted. Is that really because you did anything wrong? Or because they feel a little bit shameful for, again, acting like a whore? I wonder. So my theory, at the end of all this, which is true to what other YouTube videos say, which are fucking awful, but if you really want to know why women ghost because they're ashamed of their own fucking behavior. And because of that, and mixed with their absolute incapability of taking agency and accountability, or being honest for that matter, you get ghosted. You know, that's my point of view on it. And I have almost zero doubt that that's the case. You know, some people will be like, oh, she might ghost because you creeped her out, or you were this, or you were too aggressive, or you were this, you were that, blah, 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 blah. Gentlemen, trust me, if you're creeping a girl out, if you're too aggressive or blah, 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 they will have no fucking problem telling you that you're being creepy or too aggressive. As a matter of fact, they will blatantly tell you that shit to your face and maybe even slap you on top of it. Hence my whole women love to call you out. It boosts their ego. It makes them feel powerful. For them to retract, regress, and not bitch, moan, and I'm the woman's about something, it means it's their own fucking fault. That's the only fucking explanation there is. So I encourage MGTOW men to, she's just out here exploring. MGTOW men, go back into these situations, rethink them. You know, those situations where you got ghosted and it made zero sense at all, and you're just like, what the flying fuck? Was she with another guy 2 days later? Did she do something really stupid and, you know, by ghosting you, skirt the blame onto you, project the blame onto you? You know, I've seen this, you know, in the brief time that I've been dating, maybe like a year, I have seen it untold amounts of time. It's just, it's undeniable. It has nothing to, this is, all right, so what this is that I see from my past is a narcissistic, abusive relationship where everything was my fault, right? Everything was my fault. You know, fucking like, what were my examples of that? She got a speeding ticket. I wasn't even in the car. I was across town. It was my fault because I made her angry, and that made her speed. She cheated because it was my fault because I took a shower that was too long, and that made her feel lonely, i.e., I need to go get some new dick. This is bullshit, gentlemen. Everything you hear from women nowadays is 100% bullshit. It is exactly what narcissistic abusive relationships are, and every fucking girl does it now. Spare maybe a fucking few. So when they sit there and ghost you, which is basically trying to tell you that whatever happened is your fault, trust me, it probably was not.